Together, we can save our planet. We need to use protesting to create a better economy and a better world for the people. Over time, climate change has negatively affected our environment in many ways. We are now experiencing problems such as global warming, and every individual needs to help stop it. If we do not do anything, our health and our planet will severely suffer. By protesting to have more governments, companies, and individuals help remove CO2 from our atmosphere and make more efficient use of our energy, society can fix climate change. For example, people need to protest for our economy to create more land for planting trees and less for agriculture in order to help decrease our carbon footprint. In the article, The Great Wall of Africa by Aaron Baker and Mubar Tumbad, planting more than 2 billion acres of trees could remove 2/3 of all the emissions that human activity has pumped into the atmosphere. Planting trees can make a huge positive change on our environment as well as our health. We need more oxygen and less carbon dioxide in our atmosphere in order to stay healthy. Moreover, our planet needs a decreased amount of carbon dioxide in our environment to stop global warming. Rising CO2 levels have become a huge problem, and by protesting, we can show more people in society how important it is to create change now so we can fix this problem. For these reasons, we need to use protesting to convince more governments, companies, and individuals that it is important to start planting more trees to decrease our rising CO2 levels. Furthermore, Michael White mentions how Tung Kung in the Sixth Secret Teaching says, "When things reach the end, they return again to the beginning." His quote relates to our world because our planet is being harmed. We have used too much land for agriculture and need to allow Earth to be filled with trees again like it used to be. In addition, we need to use protesting to convince more people to work together to decrease our carbon footprint. In the academic journal, Carbon Footprint, an ecological indicator in food production by Adam Week and Crotwell, the authors explain that the carbon footprint may be explained as an estimated measure of the human effect on the climate, based on the volume of GHGs being produced and the penetrating to the atmosphere as induced by vital tasks in which we directly and indirectly participate. Adam Week and Crotwell stated that we all directly and indirectly participate in creating our carbon footprint, meaning since we all help create it, we all need to do our part in order to reduce our carbon footprint. By working together, our problems with global warming will decrease as fast as possible. Moreover, in the article, Take a Walk on the Rewilding Side by C.R. Nugent, it explains that dozens of companies are developing carbon capture and storage technology in which machines use chemical processes to filter CO2 out of the air. Although it is helpful that a decent amount of companies are working on decreasing our CO2 levels, we need to convince more companies, governments, and individuals to help our problems with climate change. Protesting has proven to be effective in bringing attention to a problem and convincing more people to fix it, which is why we need to protest to bring attention to the problem of climate change so that as many people as possible can work together to create changes to fix it. Furthermore, White also pointed out that the Sufi master Rumi writes, "By one thought that comes into the mind, 100 worlds are overturned in a single moment." This quote states that by protesting, we can share our ideas about how to fix climate change with the world in order to create a difference. Lastly, we need to protest to have as many individuals as possible create more efficient use of our energy in order to help solve our problems with climate change. It states in the article, A 30-Year To-Do List by Justin Worland, that greater efficiency, everything from better light bulbs to cars with better mileage, would help reduce the need for investment in new energy sources by as much as 50%. Currently, the sources of energy we are using such as natural gas and coal, are harming our planet. Especially since people use a very large amount of energy every day, it is forcing us to find other sources of energy like wind and solar. Although if people can take action by doing things like buying better light bulbs and cars, we can prevent global warming and will not need to resort to finding other methods. By protesting, we can find as many individuals as possible to take the necessary actions to make more efficient use of our energy and help solve our problems with climate change. In addition, according to Michael White, Thomas Paine said, "We can have it in our power to begin the world over again. By working together, we have the power to return our world back to the healthier state for us and the planet." Some people may believe it's not that important to take actions to prevent climate change. They believe this to be true because humans have been on Earth a long time and many people have not personally seen changes in our environment due to climate change. Although in reality, climate change is negatively affecting our atmosphere in many more ways than we all realize. For example, the amount of hurricanes that are happening has increased due to the climate change. The EDF wrote in their article, "How Climate Change Makes Hurricanes More Destructive," that researchers suggest that the most damaging U.S. hurricanes are 3 times more frequent than 100 years ago, and that the proportion of major hurricanes in the Atlantic Ocean has doubled since 1980. This proves that climate change truly is affecting our planet in a multitude of ways, and we need to take action to stop it. We are currently experiencing problems with global warming, increased CO2 levels, and as much more that will get only worse if we do not act now. Protesting can help us spread awareness to our problems with climate change and show society the more importance of needing to take action. This will allow us to have as many people as possible working to solve our issues with climate change in order to fix the problems as soon as we can. Overall, we need to protest to have more governments, companies, and individuals help remove CO2 from the atmosphere and make more efficient use of our energy in order for society to fix climate change. We all directly or indirectly have contributed to harming our planet, and we all need to help fix it. Protesting can help us bring more attention to these problems and convince more people to help us solve them. If we do not do anything, climate change will continue to only get worse until it has completely destroyed our health and our planet. In order to help save Earth and decrease our carbon footprint, we need to make more trees, work together, and use more energy more efficiently. By protesting and taking these actions, we can all work towards solving our problems with climate change as soon as possible. Together, we can save our planet.